hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, McIntyre, Trendly, Pete, Devlin, Strictly Jess, good to see ya. Zev Zyron, welcome. Beastly PG, Moaning the Conqueror, Slater, hello. Hey, what's up, T-Money? Ooh, Plat 1, awesome, congratulations. Bennymon, how are you today, Slater? Hello. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. We're gonna be doing some... something today. I don't even know what's going on today with the standard deck, but we're gonna be having some fun. Will we win any games? Who knows? Hey, what's up, Zeris? How are you? Strictly Jess for the 5th month. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Demon? How are you? No fires. What kind of sorcerer is this? Fires? I don't know. I have a hard time bringing myself to play fires because so many people play it. Hey, what's up, James? El Rotato. Hey, what's up, Zach? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So we will talk about this ridiculous deck in a minute. Need fires? Should we add fires? I mean, fires would make the deck better. The problem is it's fires. I have this thing about trying not to play the main cards that everyone else plays. Probably to my detriment. Maybe I gotta just give up on that. And like, I know other people, like, they build cool decks, but they like build them with the busted cards. Maybe I gotta start using that technique more often. Oh, this deck, this is the original deck. This is not my updated version. We'll talk about it in a minute. I love the crazy decks you've been doing. Love the store barrel classification. Oh, thank you, DreadW11. Oh, any deck that breaks Song of Creation. Song of Creation, free spells, Thassa's Oracles, go. I think that does it. I think we'll probably end up playing. Song of Creation soon. So, all right, let's do our reminders. Talk a little bit about what we're doing. I don't even know what's going on. What we're doing with this deck. I just like playing fires, combos with Yoriad, you flicker Yoriad. Yeah, I mean, fires is very powerful. That is for certain. Probably like the best card in standard. So, reminders! Replay YouTube. That's where you find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. If you missed it, we did some classificationizing. I don't even know how to say it, but classification store barrel combo yesterday. Tonight, Budget Magic is standard. On Wednesday, the Against the Odds. Oh man, I really think it's one of my favorite decks I've built in a long time. Like, I was talking about it last week on the stream. I like struggled with Death's Oasis because I really didn't want to be just an aristocrat deck. I didn't want to be cats and ovens, and the card would be fine just in abs and aristocrats. But I worked on it for quite a long time, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It took some doing, but it was worth it in the end. So Wednesdays Against Odds is sweet. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, or this afternoon. And if you need some Ikoria cards or other cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know in your order notes that you want them. They got pre-sales for Ikoria up now, so thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Otherwise, the Discord is new as improved. Check it out if you're interested. Merch page, got tokens, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message right on stream. So, how is everyone today? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Hey, welcome, Henjiki. Good to have you back. So, okay, let's talk about this deck. Let's talk about this ridiculous deck. So, first off, I'm going to pull up the deck image because it's actually really hard to see what's going on. Let me pull up the actual Goldfish deck image. So, here's the story of this deck. Someone decided to play this deck. This deck in a qualifier on Magic Arena. Lucas C, welcome to the Fishbowl. An Electric Light, welcome you as well. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. And they actually, so the qualifiers on Arena, there's 6 rounds. You try to get 5 wins. This deck actually got 2 wins. 2 wins. And I spent hours trying to figure out how in the world this deck won games. How did this win games? It's got 24 lands, Evolving Wilds and all basic lands. Obviously, someone who has not spent their wild cards on dual lands. It's got a million one of. It's got Planeswalker deck of Johnny. It's got Bond of Discipline, which I've only ever seen Sparky play. It's got cards that I've never heard of. Just like random, the most random pile of Magic cards I could ever imagine, just all over the place. So I saw this deck and I was like, can we actually play this? Can we play this deck? And we might try it. We might try the original build and see what happens, just out of morbid curiosity. I can't imagine it working with that mana and only 24 lands and a million 8-drops and random like, I feel like someone opened up, this is like individual card reward deck. Like, someone played a little bit of Arena, didn't have any wild cards. These are the cards they opened. They threw them all together and were like, we're doing this. We're winning this qualifier. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So, so thank you so much, everyone, and thank you for the cheers. So this is how it started, and this is the original build of the deck. So what I did is, I think we'll try the original build just because I'm curious. I'm curious how this deck could actually win 2 games. But I also did a little bit of building around the concept. The concept of the deck, the 5-color Golos pile that I liked is is that Golos in Ultimatums is pretty sweet. So I also built what I would consider a hopefully more tuned version that we can play. This version, the idea is kind of the same. We're Golosing, we got a bunch of ramp in the early games, we have Yarion, we're trying to Golos spin into Ultimatums. Luca can sack cheap things and get Nyx Bloom. Nyx Bloom is actually really cute with Ultimatums because it makes lands tap for 3 times as much mana, so any single land of a color allows you to tap for Ultimatums, so we can just hardcast our Ultimatums. If we don't spin into them off of Golos, Tamio can get back our Ultimatums so we can do it again. So we have another build of it to try. So I think what we're gonna do, I think we gotta start with the original build. I think we gotta try it. Like, what do you think, chat? Do you wanna try the 5-color pile build? A little cheeky. How are you? and then we'll try the more tuned, potentially more tuned. I don't know if either one of them are actually going to work, but Luca crosses. So Luca crosses is actually fine. Other people mention that, but the way Luca is worded is, Luca, when you sack a creature, you get one of higher converted mana cost. So crosses, it's always just 2 mana. So we will never spin into a crosses off of Luca. If we sacrifice, let's say, a Dryad, we're getting for sure Golos, Kenrith, or Nyx Bloom Ancient. If we sack a Kenrith or a Golos, we know we're getting Nyx Bloom Ancient because it's always spinning up. It's always going higher. So crosses is actually a good thing to sacrifice, so it actually synergizes very well. Let's try the original. We gotta try it. Maybe we'll be surprised. Who knows? Maybe this will be like the greatest thing ever. We gotta try the pile. I don't know how much we'll win today, but we gotta try it. We gotta try 5-color Golos pile. A Smothering Tithe could be good. And that's the other thing. With the other version, we got EV cards, so we can update it and add in whatever cool cards you want to try. I'm very open. I just built it this morning and haven't played many games with it yet, so why aren't we playing the best card in Standard? Fires? Because it's the best card in Standard? Okay. I guess we keep this. I mean, I guess this is what we have, our 1/2 drop in our entire deck. I guess this is good. Snap it off. Look at this hand. What? I assume that, oh no, it's an aggro deck. I assume that a keepable hand is hands that have a little bit of ramp in them, ideally. Oh my goodness. What even land do we get? Mountain? Let's go Mountain. Like, if we get out, we only have 24 lands in this deck too, which has gotta be way lighter in lands than it should be. 24 lands seems so low for the amount of 8 drops we have and 7 drops. About it. Gonna get whispery. Cruel Celebrate. So how was everyone's weekend? Did y'all do anything fun? Opponent gets in, hits us. Myogenikus. Well, we'll keep playing Paradise Druids. I guess we can play the Song of Creation next turn and discard our hand. Hello from the U.S., Sellets. How are you? Whisper Squad number 2, Fiend Artisan. Opponent going off. Getting in. We would love a land here. A land would make us very happy. Ugh. All right, chromatic lantern. That 24 lands is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, I have another build, Jonathan. We're trying the original. We're trying the original. What is your video on, Buzzy? About it. I speaking of Buzzy, the town I grew up in, this tiny town, there was a I forgot all about Buzzy. There was a this really large kid that was a little older than I was, and one of the things to do in the town was play basketball. I had this like blacktop basketball court, so that's what all the kids did was play basketball. In Buzzy, he was older than us. We were like, I don't know, high school, junior high, but he was like older, out of school, and he was a really large kid who loved to jack half court shots, but he would constantly come and tell us about how he was like a D1 point guard, and we were little like small town like junior high kids. We're like, whoa, that's so cool. So yeah, Buzzy, your name made me think of that. I've never made the Pioneer deck. I really wanted to make a budget human deck. Ooh, sweet. I never noticed how fast man has been one of the constants among broken cards the last few years. I do think high power level has posed a huge problem for constructed formats. I agree. If you haven't read it, I wrote an article about the fast mana, which I think is pretty interesting. What do we do here? What can we do? Opponent's beating us down. Well, I guess we Golos. At least we get a land. Boom. What basic do we want this time? I guess let's go Blades. Here we go, opponent. Get those basics. We don't even have a scry land to get to scry for another land. Oh, girls element. Hey Seth, I wrote a song in your email. I wrote you an email with an idea for submitting songs. How is it going, and is it realistic? Ooh, I have a ton of emails from over the weekend I still got to get to. So, I think we're probably just... Yeah, I think we're just done. Opponent. Revival Revenge, eh? Okay, yeah, sure. Sure. What does this do? Double your life total. So we can go to 28? Oh, I replied. I'm sorry, all Jews. Wait. I'm confused. If I replied... Oh, the idea for the music stream. Yeah. We're doing the music stream, all Jews. I thought I replied told you we were doing it. I also got a bunch of emails from people sending me their music. Like, the music stream is going to happen. I already got a bunch of submissions from people, so it is happening. Veraska cycling. I have no idea what to do here. I wish we had a land. I guess we just biogenic ooze to make some creatures. And hope we eventually draw a land so we can... I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're super dead. All right, let's go to game 2. So far so bad for 5-color Golos pile. Are we winning? We didn't have enough mana for Golos. Golos costs 7. Okay. Look at the sideboard. Okay, Ethereal Absolution seems good. Well, we'll take that. Opponent was deck builder was worried about counter spells. This deck cracks me up. It seriously just cracks me up. Tristani is probably fine. What do we not want? What does Planeswalker deck of Johnny do? Gain 2 life. Why is that in the deck? Why is anything in the deck? Okay, so we'll go down that. We'll go down this mass manipulation since our opponent can sack everything. Revival Revenge, we only have Paradise Druid that can reanimate, but doubling our life, that is something. Maybe Command the Dreadhorde is a little sketchy. Let's try it like that. They actually won 2 games. They won 2 games somehow. Song of Creation combo with Eerie Ultimate. That is kind of true. Oh, hello, Otto. Welcome. Oh, we got ramp. We need one more land, but we got ramp, and we have Golos. Okay, this actually looks. This is a nut draw. This is as good as it gets for a 5-color Golos pile. Yeah, the mana base is definitely very, very sketchy. Drakus. Okay, Drakuseth. That's not exactly a land. Let me see the Gister. Forging laser beams. Ooh, that is, yeah, it's a land. All right. Boy, Tron is going to be assembled here shortly. And then we have Firemind's Vessel. Look out, opponent. Look out. Suffocating Fumes. That is definitely an interesting looking deck. Well, we'll crack this. We'll get a red source. I want to know how someone won with this. Ooh, Mono Blue Ozolith. Yeah, I would be interested in that. Well, play a land, Firemind's Vessel. Go. Land for our opponent. I mean, there seems to be a slight amount of hope here. Like, this could actually happen. Oh, awesome! I'm glad you like Super Brew. Yeah, I think it is definitely a nice tool for building decks. Cycling Fling. That's definitely a spicy idea. A spicy idea, Benny. What do we do about this? 1, 2. Eh? Alright. I mean, I guess that's as good as it gets. Ping, ping, ping. Staying alive, sort of. That's well, another one would be even better. Opponent still has this Fiend Artisan going, though, which is an issue. Fiend Artisan can keep getting things that survive. I guess maybe we can get down this Trostani. Hey, doing well, Destix. How are you? Ping, down to 8. Opponent. Another Cruel Celebrant. Our life is getting low. Oh, Lampid. That looks pretty lethal to me. Well, alright. I think we just lose, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. They can just sack their board and kill us. Well, kind of a rough-ish start. A rough-ish start. Whisper Squad, okay. Dies. Triggers. Yeah, opponent sees it. All right, let's give it. We'll go to the real one. We'll go to the real one in a second. Ooh, got top 32 in Magic Fest. What did you play? Mono Blue Ozolith. Yeah, if you were ever wondering if a card is in Standard, this deck will tell you. Because it's got it all. It's got literally it all. We're not gonna play this really janky. I just want to win a game with it. I want to see how it won a game, and then we'll switch to the one that I think is actually like at least a little bit competitive. Elocutors. That's a fun idea. I actually forgot that Elocutors was Pioneer legal. That actually looks super fun. Elocutors is hard mode, but if it works, Urami Humans. I feel like Pioneer Humans, they gotta have some potential. There are a lot of humans. Yeah, all right, sure. It won 2 matches. It got 2 match wins. I don't know how it happened. Maybe it had opponents disconnect or something. Heart attacks. I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but it got 2 wins. Somehow. We got our Eerie Ultimatum. I still blows my mind. We'll switch to the other one before too long, though. We're not going to just grind this, we're not just going to grind this really janky build all afternoon. This is a deck that someone got 2 wins in a Magic Fest Online qualifier. And it is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. I've never seen a thing like it. Trot assembled, one of each basic. I mean, we probably got to at least win a game with it. Yeah, this is the one I tweeted about her, Fug. I have a updated version built on the same concept that we're gonna try in a minute. This is the super janky version. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Does this mean we're getting Winota'd into Oblivion? Well, Firemind's Vessel. If our opponent has Winota, that's really... I haven't seen too many Karuga. Alright. Huh. Well, that's game. Yeah, Winota. Okay. Yeah, sure. Ah, I haven't seen Karuga Winota. That's interesting. Okay. Do we have cards that are good against anything? Let's bring in the Absolutions again. Probably go down and play... Oh, my goodness. I don't know if there's any way we beat this deck, honestly. Trostani's kind of cool, but it doesn't get back... It's only creatures, right? Alright. Price of Fame. That can take down Winota. That's a card. That's a real... a real Bond of Discipline. Why Bond of Discipline? Why any of it? Yeah, this is the deck that was on the Twitter. But we're gonna play a deck that was inspired by it, but it may be a little more functional in a minute. Oh, how did they do it? I think the Ozlet deck looks really fun, Opt. I think going with Elocutors, it's a really cool idea. I think it's a cool deck building challenge, kind of against the odd style challenge to win with Elocutors. So I like the idea of it, and it's super cheap, which is cool. This is functional-ish. Functional in the sense that we still can't really cast any of our cards, but yeah, go. I don't even know it's a trade binder. I don't know if anyone would trade for any of the cards in this deck. It's like a really lackluster trade binder. Where you're like, yeah, and your opponent's, I don't know, your trade partner kind of like looks and they're like scraping around and like, I don't know. You know, thanks for the offer. Thanks for letting me look. I appreciate it. Well, alright, we're going to crack this Evolving Wilds this turn, because we're almost to our 5 drops. There's a War Boss. Does our opponent just have the same draw as always? We don't have a way to kill a Winota. We'll grab a Swamp. Opponent gets a trigger, hits us. Oh, okay. We only need 4 more turds and a bunch of mana fixing, and we got them. Land fires. Sphinx. So this is just like a whole bunch of standard decks mashed together by the looks. Well, all right, Kenrith. Go. Oh. I don't know. Well, we'll try. Yeah, fires. I've come around to the thinking that fires should probably be bad. Karuga. Do we play it on? I think this is the first time we've cast a spell. All right. One more try. One more try with the janky deck, and then we'll switch to the one that I think is at least has a chance of winning a game. All right, chat, what are your theories? What are your theories on how someone apparently won 2 games with this? Is it purely like opponents got disconnected? Do you see it? Are you seeing any way that this deck actually won, like straight up won? I like your fast mana article. I feel the same way. Standard isn't overpowered. It's very homogenous of late. I think that's a good way of putting it. Well, 1 land, all 8 drops. Ooh, whoa, that's a ramp spell. That's a ramp spell. 2 ramp spells. Okay, 3 ramp spells, kind of. He was playing. The person playing it was playing in a Magic Fest qualifier. Oh, is it possible you could get buys in it? I didn't think of that. That would be a possibility. Maybe it was scrub out, scrub out, scrub out, get buys. Ooh, another land. All right. All right, it's all coming up. Golos pile. Hey, good game, Dragos. I mean, does this count as a standard deck? Maybe. Oh, is this Wilderness Rack and all our stuff's just gonna get countered and killed? Okay, Growth Spiral. Sure. I mean, it still looks like Wilderness Rack and all our stuff's gonna get countered and killed. Hey, what's up, Monkey Great? How are you? Good to see ya. The deck doesn't even have Hero, actually. Yeah, we're gonna switch to the real build after we finish losing this game. I think we're just going to decide that. Let's see, red, white. We're just gonna decide that this build. It must have been something funky. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, please let me pay my own mana. Alright. Boom. Kenrith. Don't counter it. Please. That's all we got about it. Don't counter it. I like most of your article. I disagree with the last few points and wanted to ask, do you think that the problems we have in Standard right now wouldn't be problems if they happened less often? Opponent does have a counter. Alright, well, pass the turn. So, the deck almost resolved a thing. We're gonna switch to the real deck after this game, I promise. Okay, Ooze that's a semi real card until our opponent has a sweeper. So would the problematic cards be less problematic if they showed up less often? I think the answer is yes to some extent. Like I think an example is like Fires. Fires is they have it. Ugh. So Fires is Fires is a card that's obviously powerful, but if you were seeing it 40% of opening hands instead of like 75% of opening hands, I feel like it would be less problematic. Would it still be as good as it is? Would it still be the centerpiece of a deck? I feel like there'd be risk. Like one thing, all right. So one thing I've noticed from like playing Modern, a good example is Heartless Summoning. Heartless Summoning's really busted, but the decks aren't normally very good because you only got 4 Heartless Summonings, and the decks tend to be really bad if you don't have Heartless Summoning. Well, I think this is the worst deck we've ever played. I know I've said that a couple times before, but I think this might actually be it. This might, like, quite literally be the worst deck I've ever played. Well, after this game, we're switching, I promise. Hey, thank you, Jables McBooty. For example, Fires and Wilderness Rack shouldn't exist in the same standard. Worse than Mono Blue Mill. It might be. It might be. Mono Blue Mill was very light on lands, I remember. And it was very bad, but hopefully the real version, the version that I built inspired by this concept, will be at least a little more fun. I still want to know how the person got 2 wins. So yeah, I feel like, would Fire still be very strong? Yes, but if you weren't seeing it as often, would it feel as oppressive? Maybe not. Possibly not. Too janky even for me. Apparently I do have limits. It takes a lot for a deck to reach those limits, but I mean, if we were doing things, I'd be fine. I don't really care about losing. I have come to grips with losing. Like, losing, whatever. I can still have a ton of fun while I'm losing. But not doing anything cool, that becomes untenable. I still believe the new mulligan rule is still alright. The issue is cards being too strong. See, so for me, when people say like fire, okay, so taking, I think I actually made this tweet at one point, but like fire, sure, is fire too strong? Maybe. Reclamation, maybe. Arboreal Grazer? Is Arboreal Grazer, like, at what point, how bad does the card have to be until you're like, huh, maybe it's not the cards, maybe it's something systemic going on that's making this happen. So for me, when you get to Grazer being broken, I think that's when the argument falls apart for me. The Yo-Yo Math! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Boom. Take two. I really wanted to win a game with it, just to see, just to live the experience. Bonus Grow spiraling, drawing cards, putting lands into play. Did anyone ever play Behold Beyond? There was actually, I played it in Constructed at one point. I don't know if I've ever played it in, I don't know if I've ever played it in Commander. I probably should. Golos. Give us that basic. Oh, this we got, okay. So we achieved the goal of assembling one of each basic. We're almost to the coalition victory. I don't know how we get this one Drake set every game and with no red mana. I just want to let us spin Golos. If we get to untap and spin Golos, Uro, okay, that doesn't kill Golos. I just want to spin the wheel, even if we lose. Just spin the wheel. Just let us spin the wheel one time. Don't float all your mana and kill our Golos. Yeah, we'll take 4. Come on. Have a heart, opponent. Have a heart, Shegu. Opponent. Danger Doom. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Nope, no floating. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. First time subscriber. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay, spin it to win it. we were spinning it to win it. What random one of them we find? Yes. Okay. We'll start with Song of Creation. Free Ronus. Draw some cards. Oh, vote counters. Sure. There's some lands. Play the land. Lantern. Song of Creation Golos is kind of cute. I do actually kind of like that. That is a way to rebuild. Like, if you have, I mean, I guess if you could activate Golos, you're winning anyway, but did you know Vadrock can cast Teferi and Narset at instant speed? Ooh. I hadn't really thought about that. What, do you have to, like, flash in Vadrock? Vadrock doesn't have flash, right? That's cool. I built Golos and put it in immediately when I saw it. It was just surprised I never saw it in Commander Clash. Yeah. I don't know why it has not really seen play in Commander Clash. Oh, they found it. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't really seen play. Ooh, what Tezzeret deck led Foot Ogre? Oh, and opponent even good games. All right, so we kind of did a tiny thing. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, so now let's try the deck that actually does things. Maybe does things. So that was the original deck, which I have now come to believe is the worst deck that has ever been played, and I still don't know how it won 2 matches apparently. Ooh, hey, what's up, Swing for Jiro? Change the name. Interesting. Oh, and streaming. Awesome. Well, good luck with the draft. So yes, that I think is the worst deck we've ever played. But inspired by that deck, I tried to make a version that I thought might actually be a little competitive. I don't know if it'll actually be great, but I feel like it at least has some potential. It's still not super interactive heavy outside of Ultimatums, but this version, I think it's got ramp, it's got more lands. It has dual lands, so we might actually be able to cast her spells. It still has Golos, it still has Ultimatums, it still has big things like Nyx Bloom Ancient. So I think Luca's actually. So what I like about Luca in this deck is Luca's in the deck mostly for its -2 ability. So, Luca, the idea is we can sacrifice something like Dryad or Uro or Exile and find our Golos. We can sacrifice Golos to get Nyx Bloom Ancient, to hardcast our Ultimatums. So, I think the polymorph ability on Luca is actually going to be pretty sweet. Do you mind playing your laser beam deck? Maybe sometime, the Jester. I don't know if it'll be better or not. I don't know if it'll be successful, but we'll see. I feel like this is at least a functional version of what the original was. I mean, I hope it's better. I hope it wins some games. Do you think that MTG is on a downward spiral given your recent article on Fast Mana? I feel like there's been some design, some design errors, issues recently. So, I mean, is Magic on a downward slide? I don't know if I'd go that far, but I think there's been some pretty questionable design choices recently. When are you going to start copying Ultimatums with Lutri? Ooh, that would be fun. And only requires 10 mana. That's doable with all the ramp in standard. All right, sure. Lucas for days. Hey, what's up, sweet Rosie B? How are you? Yeah, your laser beam deck looks fun. Kind of artifact tribal. Well, let's try them. Try them tap, go. At least we got ramp. Hopefully we hit lands. I'm doing well, sweet Rosie B. Oh boy, opponent's grazing. Sure. So this is the creature Fires deck, I assume. Fires is so dominant right now. Should put one Drakuseth in the deck. just for the memes. Now pass the turn. Are we going to be fast enough? I assume there's going to be big scary things coming pretty quickly. Opponent plays a land. And Thrashy McGee. Well, joke's on you. We don't play Fires. We got him. Temple. Garden. Oh, they can kill our Dryad, though, can't they? That's a little disappointing. Well, play Dryad. Island. Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. We actually kind of need this to live to cast our Luca. Questing Beast. So it is going to live. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bodek, Abba. Gets in. We block. I mean, so far it's going smoother than last time, at least. Opponent hits us. Down to 16. Lotus Field. Well, Luca. Play Luca.
Dissenters are welcome to debate me in battle.
Get rid of Dryad. Get a Nyx Bloom. Oh, this Reggie Brontodon beats us. Ah! That is the worst. That is the absolute worst. Sacrifice and sacrifice. Oh, who plays Thrashing Brontodon? Our deck's doing things, but oh, Thrashy McGee, ruining all of our fun. Oh, Fires of Invention. Imagine that, a deck with Fires of Invention. Kahira. Bonnet. Attacks. Maybe they don't realize it's an enchantment creature. Oh! Oh, they don't! They don't realize it! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Okay. White. Blue. Red. Ultimatum. We will gain 5. Take down your questing beast. Draw a handful of cards. We will tap this for blue. We will play Omen of the Sea. Uh-huh. Ooh. Oh, I think we keep that. I think we keep that for sure for next turn. Ruinous Ultimatum. Luca. Take up Luca. Land. Dryad of the Ilson Grove. Triome. Okay, Tamio. All right, this is much better. I think we will get back a card called Inspired Ultimatum, and your go opponent.
Should be discarded.
Okay. All right, sure. Crash this opponent. Crash in. Oh, that was beautiful. I mean, it did require our opponent punting, but I mean, our opponent punted. Our opponent did punt, or that would have went much worse. But Cephalide, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. That kind of worked though. That kind of did things. Opponent, I don't think, and it is kind of an easy mistake to make. You don't really think of creatures being enchantments, so it worked. It did what we hoped. Nyx Bloom Ancient casting ultimatums. Oh, Cephalide, welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub, thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Well, Ether Gust definitely in. Maybe some removal in. Shatter the Sky in. Do we want to go down Eerie Ultimatum in this matchup? I feel like we need to be able to deal with aggressive creatures mostly. I think we got to go down Eerie. It's the ultimate ultimatum enabler. Say that a few times fast. Oh. Yeah, Luca and Age of Treachery is sweet. We could do that, but I think Nyx Bloom is way more fun. But we could do the same shenanigans. We actually were doing that in our Winota deck. We had the Luca Winota deck we were playing. Evan won for this 6 month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Do some trimming. Yeah, I guess we can go on Craw. Try it like that. Fun fact, you only have one polymorph target doesn't die to Brontodon. Yeah, that's true. Apparently Thrashing Brontodon is just like the tech against us. Any room for Jingatha in this? Tap one creature for an ultimatum. Ooh. Oh. That would be sweet with Nyx Bloom. That would be pretty spicy. Hey, thank you, Tibublin. Tupublin. I think I said that right. I have still not played Kenra's Transformation, Team Kessig. It's still on my list, but I haven't got to it. I will try it at some point. I will, just for you. I still kind of feel like just killing stuff's probably better, but I think it's funny, a funny idea. And not enough lands, not enough ramp. Ooh. We're on the draw. We'll keep this. We'll put Luca to the bot. I mean, we have a ton of ramp if we get another land or two. Then we just have ramp for days. And we are like a third. Oh, no. We are a 38 land deck. Yeah, Team Iraq is busted. That's for sure. Yeah, it wouldn't be as a companion. We couldn't play it as a companion. Bone it. All right, come on, land. One of our 37. That's the opposite. Pass it. Our odds were 51% according to this thing. All right, Kahira. Oh dear. All right, so this is not ideal. Does copying all the glibbers with Mythos of Luna go against your challenge? No. That is perfectly legal, Greybinder. No, tap land. Yeah, this might be a smidge on the slow side. Yeah, Team Iraq. Ooh. Yeah. Discards a bunch of lands. Yeah. Well, this was not meant to be with the mulligan. All right. Well, that was a little worse. I mean, we did mulligan. Maybe we should have just kept going. Mulligan all the way. It's probably gonna be a bit Vermit, like a week or two. It's gonna take some work for me to actually get it set up. So I don't have an exact date yet, but definitely will be doing the music stream. Oh, the camera's like blurry. Focus on me, camera. Oh, DM on Twitch. My DMs don't really work well on Twitch. Okay, that's functional. My DMs never work right on Twitch for some reason, so I have not. 1, 2, 3. And we'll keep it. If you email me or Twitter me, the odds go way up. And opponent's grazing. Well, Temple Garden untapped. Pass the turn. Yorion Golos is kind of sweet. Yorion to get another land with Golos. Kahira. We will put Triome into play. The question is going to be, is this fast enough? Opponent passes. Dryad. Breeding Pool. Lotus Field. Sack. Pass the turn. Ooh, please no questing beast. Please no questing beast. And it's just a one of tutor target. It's a good way to cast ultimatums if we don't have a ton of fixing. All right. Opponent's got the ambush. Goes attacking. Well, Golos. We will take. Oh, we want to cast this Ruinous Ultimatum. That's what we need. White. Black. Take a Triome. Play the land. Opponent. Untap land. Attacks. What is going on here? What is happening? We only have one field in the deck. Embercleave. Well, I guess we block Grazer then. Yeah. Down to 2. Oh. Oh! Swap off the top! Swap off the top! Woo! That was a draw! That was a draw! Yeah, Enclave. Seriously? Seriously now, opponent. Seriously. Oh, that is a smidge on the frustrating side. Fires of Invention. Sure. Well, our deck did cool things, but opponent had all the hasty things. Yeah. I mean, Fires of Invention is a card that should be banned. I've just come around. I don't even think I'm gonna stop saying it anymore. I mean, it's just it's pretty clearly dominating standard in every form. Oh, Variman, I'll have to check. I'm sure it's there somewhere. When are you gonna make an all companion deck? All companions is tricky because some of them are against each other, like all odds and all evens. I think it could be funny to try to make a deck with a bunch of companions. I don't know how many you can actually make it work though, because there's several that are like opposites of each other. Like everything's got to be 2 or less. Everything's got to be more than 3. So you could make like a couple of different decks, but well, so you can have 1 companion per game. So you could technically have like 5 companions in your sideboard, and if you had all their restrictions, you could choose whichever one you wanted to reveal for that game. But yes, you would only ever have 1 actual revealed companion. That is very true. Yorion, yeah, Yorion is a easy companion to use. Island for our opponent. Well, play the land. Play Dryad. Stomping Grounds. And we'll see how firesy our opponent can be. Yeah, I could build like 5. Those 5 could probably work together. I don't know how functional the deck would be, but you could put them all together. 1, 2, 3. Well. Huh. How do we do this? So opponent could fire Sphinx of Foresight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's start with Uro. If we hit a land, we can play Tameo. Alright. Blood Crypt untapped. Fabled Passage. Chromatic Lantern. Get in. I mean, this is functioning 100 times better than... 100 times better than last time. Bone it. Well, here comes something. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see. Do they have the fires? Do they have the fires? Boot it. Has the fires. And Teferi Time Raveler.
I know my responsibility.
Bounces Dryad. Draws a card. Well, crosses for 5. Ooh, no land. All right. Well, crosses for 5, no land isn't ideal. Yeah, I mean, and casualties is a lot of mana still. It's not 6 mana is still a lot. All right, Sphinx of Foresight. Well, opponent doesn't have the extra land, which is something at least. Oh, they do have the land. Okay. Cavalier of Flames. Yeah. Well, that's fires for you. Yeah, Chromatic Lantern does make the auto tapper a little bit easier. Opponent. No haste. All right, so how do we get out of this? What options do we have? I'll play Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Can we get out of this? We can Luca. Fabled Passage for a mountain. Fabled Passage. Fires is just so much value. So much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I guess we Tameo. Tick it up.
Knowing you will be excellent research. I know
Name.
this somewhere.
Yeah, let's go Golos. With Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get an Uro. Draw a card, gain some life. Put a land into play. Attack to Fairy. I mean, we're doing good things. We definitely are. How are you holding up, Swings for 0? I'm holding up pretty well.
Should have seen that coming.
Opponent has this Cavalier, though, and they have fires going, so we could just be dead this turn. Opponent scries. Yeah, you can still cast cards from hand with fires. Bodet. Well, let's see what the 2 spells are. Kenrith. That is a good one. And Teferi Time Raveler,
This isn't a fight you can win.
which bounces Uro and draws a card.
There goes nothing.
Do you think Tome of the Guild Pack is an option for this deck? So what's that? A 5-mana mana rock that draws a card when you play a multicolor spell? 9 plus 8, 17. Yeah. Just hard to keep up with opponent getting 20 mana a turn, unfortunately. That is tough. Well, Tick Up, Ruinous Ultimatum. That's what we gotta hit.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Ruinous Ultimatum. Well, we do hit it. Well, we're not dead yet. Not dead yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a chance. We got a chance. That's Ultimatum. Oh, let me see Dual Divine. Oh, well, good luck, Steel. Are you feeling poorly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't play. Well, I guess we just have to Ruinous Ultimatum. We go to 1.
object is easily agitated.
No attacks in case there's... Oh, I guess we're dead to Cavalier no matter... If they have red Cavalier, I'm going to be... And an untapped land to give it haste, I'm going to be so sad. That Ruinous Ultimatum was clutch, though. Kenrith. Okay. Haste. Okay. We survived, though. We're not dead. We're not dead. Opponent passes. Well, we will grow Spiral. Put a land into play. Oh! Oh! Inspired Ultimatum! Oh my goodness. Inspired Ultimatum! Oh! Okay. Life is still surviving. Yeah. Inspired Ultimatum. Gain 5, kill Kenrith. Oh! Oh! It's working! Out of here! Give us that life! Play Dryad. Play Triome. Play Hollowed Fountain. Tameo. Tick up.
Let me aid your research.
Name Eerie Ultimatum. Whiff. Alright, pass the turn. No attacks, staying conservative. Whew! I think we're doing it. I think we're taking down the fires. We're tuning a deck list for you right now. Mono green Kong humans. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Doug. Can I somehow turn off the cardboard thing? Ooh, I don't know if there's a way to turn it off, actually. Do you not like it? Now what? Now what? Opponent has Sphinx of Foresight. So we gotta not die. Tameo. Oh, we could spin Golos. Let's Tameo. Get back Inspired Ultimatum.
I have learned much from
Inspired Ultimatum. Gain 5, kill the Sphinx. There's Eerie Ultimatum. Done! Done! Ah! Oh, you dirty fires player. Okay. That went well. That went super well. Yeah, I was worried about opponent having counters, but maybe we probably had enough mana that we could Nyx Bloom, pay for Mystical Dispute, and still do it. Yeah, that was not bad. That was not bad. Oh yes, it took a ton of luck, and I'm still very scared of fires, but we cast a lot of ultimatums. So how do we fight this deck? Mythos can come in. Maybe Ether Gus? Ether Gus in? Go down a Tameo. Go down the Eerie Ultimatum. Omen of the Sea. Crosses. And maybe one Luca? Try it like that. That Ruinous Ultimatum was so good. The Ultimata, so Leyline is good against, I think, a decent amount of decks of the format. Maybe we should just be playing Unmoored Ego. That would be another good option. Mono Green Cola Humans is ridiculous. Eternal Witness is a human. Ooh. I didn't even think of all the sweet value loops that you could do with that. Well, all right. Is it fast enough to raise fires? I don't know. But we got a nice little ramp hand. We got the Luca to sack the Golos to get the Nyx Bloom to do things. Yeah, fire stacks actually play a lot of counters these days. Some in the main deck and a lot in the sideboard typically. It seems counterintuitive to me too, but that is where we're at. When you tweet name of the deck in standard, you should tweet E in standard. I probably should. Counterintuitive. Am I doing Ikoria draft? Yes, I actually have one in process for rough drafts on the YouTube channel. Opponent passing. Oh, do we just have to bluff a counter? I mean, we came here to do our stuff. Counter it if you can. Oh, when do I need? Yeah, there's fires. Sure. I don't think I need it by any super specific time, Dan. Kunaros, okay. Kunaros. What does Kunaros even do against our deck? Nothing? Oh, I guess it stops Luca. It does stop Luca. That is a thing-ish. Well, sad crosses. Sounds our opponent won't let us cast any ramp spells. Oh, there's a ramp spell. Pass the turn. Doesn't this put a creature into play from your library? Oh, no, it... Yeah, it does. Yeah, fire's doing firesy things. It's us. Well, breeding pool untapped. Golos. Can we cast this ultimate? Red, blue. Huh. So we can't cast Inspired Ultimatum regardless. I mean, I guess we still get Lotus Field. Lotus Field, sack. Red, white. Sack. No attacks. About it. Tap land. Kunaros does not stop Luca. Does it not? Alright. Exile target creature you control, then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with higher converted mana cost. Put that card onto the battlefield. Creature cards in graveyards. Oh, so it's not a Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, you're right. You are actually very correct. I was thinking that it was a Grafdigger's Cage, but it is not. Well, we're down to 2. Wait. This time we definitely can't ruin his ultimatum. Yeah, I think we're just dead, right? There's no way out of this. Half Digger's Cage is about right. We can't spin Golos, right? Green, blue, black, white. So we can't spin Golos. We would if we could, but we can't. We can't shock ourselves to play this land. Luca gets Nyx Bloom, but we still die. Ruinous Ultimatum doesn't change anything. Well, I mean, I guess we can... Omen of the Sea? I'm pretty sure we're just actually dead, but... Tamia, Watery Grave, don't do anything. Yeah, so now we're officially dead. Yarion doesn't save us either, though. Like, none of those cards actually save us. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Even our deck can make a lot of mana, but we cannot, Hey, Verimet, how are you? Good to see you. Our deck can make a lot of mana, but it does not make 15 mana on turn 5, unfortunately. So, against fires, we're still at a mana disadvantage. Yeah, I know. I really dislike just slotting the best card in standard into a fun deck. Ooh, ultimatum counter would be a good idea. I like that idea. Opponent plays a land. Lotus Field. Land, go. This Mythos could be good at answering of fires. Omen of the Sea. Do some scrying. Breeding Pool bottom, Ether Gust top. Land. Uro. Draw a card. Lotus Field. Sack. Ship the turn. No Teferi, please. No Teferi. Please, no Teferi. Oh yeah, you're very welcome to throw out any deck ideas that you have. Now, Fabled Passage, go. Well, we'll see. Does our opponent have fires? They always do, so I'm sure they do, but... Ooh, Sphinx of Foresight does not have fires. Okay. Interesting. Oh, crack Fabled Passage. Get a tap land. Okay, we're off and running, maybe. Take a swamp. So, Sphinx resolves. We kill it. Untap. Yarion. Blink the Omen of the Sea. Go digging for lands. Those are not lands. Okay, that's a land for next turn. Yep. What's your next commander deck idea for Commander Clash? Ooh, opponent. All right, kills your... Wow, opponent's playing fairly this game. That makes our life much, much easier. Well, we will... Golos. Yes, please. Black. Red. All right, we'll take a Triome. This might be working. This might actually be working. Take a Triome. Steam Vents tapped. Next turn, can we actually spin it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can. Yeah, we played Titan's Nest. We played a sweet Titan's Nest Nethroi deck. But we might play that more again in the future. All right, opponent. Kenrith. Hasten it up. Yeah. Gets and hits us. Sure. Down to 16. I mean, we gotta spin it to win it, right? We gotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we could also just cast Nyx Bloom. Ooh, so my next Commander Clash deck is a Ramos deck. I think is the next one I'm playing. Possible turn for kill with Jund Ozolith, Red Horde Butcher, Woe Strider, Pelucrinus. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds sweet, the antibody. Yeah, we're gonna spin. Spin the wheel. Not the best spinning of the wheel. Omen of the Sea. Sure. Trio. Pass the turn. Ooh. That was not a good Golos. That was not a good Golos. Death Oasis looks like a card that you can play fairly, but can probably be second Sunrise style decks. Fairly is probably pretty good. Yeah, I think you'd... Oh, there's opponent hits the fires. Karuga. White, white, white. Black, black, red, red. Well, I think we got a chump block now. Oh, it has... Yeah, we still have to chump block. Sure. Take our beats down to 11. Tamio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well... Let's... Ruinous Ultimatum. Plays. Ruinous Ultimatum has been solid. Yeah, it is not horrible. We'll see what hasty threats our opponent has. Untap land. Another Kenrith. Haste up Kenrith. Hits us. Down to 6. How do we keep ourselves from dying to our opponent just repeatedly playing Kenrith? Can you bloom Uro? I feel like that leaves us open to dying, right? We can. We're at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boy, we're constantly timing out. Next Bloom Ancient. Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a card, gain some life. Land? Untapped, maybe? Luca. I'll put a land into play. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, if we untap, it's insane. If they kill us with Kenrith, obviously less insane. We're 9. Can we survive? Can we survive and untap? Ooh, opponent's got a handful of cards. Untap land. Oh, this is so close. What do you think about Luminous Broodmoth? Oh. Alright. Elspeth conquers death for our opponent. Sphinx of Foresight. Alright. Well. Ruinous Ultimatum you again. Get in with Uro. Maybe we found the solution to fires. Maybe we did. Land... Untapped. Hit our opponent. Chromatic Lantern. Ship the turn. Oh, Ruinous Ultimatum, so good. Fires of Invention. Ether Gust. And what do you say about it? Are we taking him down? I think we did find the answer to non-land permanents. Opponent leaves it on top. Tap land. Passes. Well, okay. Go to combat. Attack you. Gain some life. Draw a card. Whoo! Is Grazer worth playing? It might be. Triome into play. Opponent goes to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Crosses for 10. Gain some life. Shut him down. Oh boy, that's a lot of lads. Many, many lads. Scryland. This is actually going pretty well. Well, keep the ether, guys. I mean, I think our opponent's dead. Like, what can they have in hand that gets him out of this? I don't think there's a card. They can fire something, but that doesn't do anything. That doesn't win the game. Fires. Cycles. And victory? Victory over the... Oh, ooh, Cavalier Flame. That is our opponent's one of their best cards, but it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. GG's. Whoo. All right. Okay. That actually felt reasonable. That felt pretty good. All right. So, I mean, I don't know. The ultimatums are good. The rap is good. Golos is good. Maybe this deck can actually work. It seems possible. Before our next game, a super quick reminder that the sponsor of our string today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Yeah, Ruinous, I mean, the Jeskai Ultimatum's also really sweet in this deck, I think. Luminous Broodmoth, Thesoasis, and various Afterlife creatures. Could there be a deck there? Yeah. I think that Broodmoth and Thesoasis work pretty well. I think you need sacrifice outlets, so I think what would happen is it would probably end up being something like Abzan Aristocrats. Like Broodmoth, Thesoasis, you play Afterlife creatures that you can sacrifice twice. Ew. Oy, 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 no lands. You play Afterlife creatures that you can sacrifice multiple times. And then play like Cruel Celebrant. I think that would be the way to go. I think the one Lotus Field is fine. I think the one is actually good. I wouldn't want to play a whole bunch of them. This deck might be able to be Esper control. We do have a lot of card advantage. See what our opponent fires. Okay. Always fires. That's always fires. We played fires every round, right? Since we switched to the real deck, fires of slightly different varieties. So opponent's going 6 cards deep. Well, all right, not really. What else would you want from green since you'd splash Oasis? I don't think that green actually offers a whole lot. Nyx Bloom's a bit on the top end of the curve. I don't think that green really offers much outside of Oasis itself, honestly. But Oasis itself is good. So I think, I mean, and it's not that hard to splash in a Word of Triomes. There is an Abzan Triome. So I don't think it's a deal breaker. Well, I guess we'll just keep Trioming. Unfortunately, we didn't have any early game ramp. Let's see if our opponent... They do, of course. Fires. And fires. Well, Fabled Passage. Crack Fabled Passage. Grab a... let's go Plains. Let's get our Plains. And I think we have to just cast a not great Crosses, so we're doing something. Well, there's our ramp. Pass the turn. Opponent should have a pretty good turn. They can, like, Sphinx, Yarion. Oh, they played 2 fires, so they can't. All right, they just played 2 Sphinxes. That's fine. We're in it. Yeah, I don't know why they played 2. That is a little bit awkward. Well, we will play a land. We'll crack a land. We will grab a... I can never remember what Triome adds what mana. Teamer. So we have 1 black source, a bunch of blue and green. All right. Take the swamp. Golos. get Scryland. Omen to the bottom. Well, pass the turn, see what our opponent can do. Lots of scrying. Yeah, the Triumph art all kind of looks roughly the same. It looks really cool, but it's hard to tell which is which. I have no idea why our opponent played 2 fires. It seems like a not very smart play. Birth. All right, opponent's setting up for Yarion, apparently. Gets a land. Opponent only has 1 card in hand, though. Land. Well, that 1 card was a good one. Kenrith. About it. Pumps. Attacks. Well, I guess we got to double block Kenrith, unfortunately. Not great. Wow, they let the Golos live. Interesting. That is interesting. So options are, we can Luca away Golos into our Nyx Bloom and double Uro. Something along those lines. We can also spin Golos, which is high risk, high reward. Spin it to win it? I mean, we probably do. Alright. Spin it to win it. We did not win it. Although we did spin. There was spinning, but no winning. Oh, that is not good. We're probably dead now. Well, we want the fun route. We'll see if we die because of it. If they hit a Cavalier, we're super dead. Or also Kenrith is exactly lethal. Alright. Well. Yeah. Oh. Huh. That's probably what we get for doing fun things. Yeah. Well, we will bring in some magic cards. Ugh. I mean, we weren't really facing lethal at the time. Our opponent had nothing going on, so they did get to scry twice, but they did have to hit like their 3rd Kenrith or whatever. So they did need some good running for it to work out, but it did. It did in the end. Yeah, I don't know about the Ether Gus. It seems like our opponent's more on white and blue cards. I don't know. Dovin's Veto is good. Is it? I mean, Veto could stop fires, but it doesn't stop the stuff that kills us. Maybe it's still worth it just to stop the fires. Let's try it like that. Yeah, they also have Teferi's most likely. Maybe Yari and Flicker Golos have a blocker again in that instance. Yeah, I think the line we took was not the most competitive. I mean, it is very high upside. We have a ton of big things that we could put into play, but we could have taken a much safer and less fun route. Luca seems like the worst card in the deck. I think Luca's actually really good. Well, Fable Passage, go. Yeah, how is the Grazer challenge going? Has anyone, I know I've seen some pretty big Grazers people have sent me, so I know it's going pretty well for some people at least. Well, tap land, go. Come on, lands! Come on, lands! That's not a land. Well, Uro. I feel like our opponent's almost like Jeskai control fires. Ether Gust. Well, to the bottom. Undab land. To the fairy. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. Have you had any teacher help you become an awesome content creator? Oh dear. The missing of land drops will be our demise. Uro. Well, that's technically a land drop. Zag. I definitely had some good teachers during college. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I've done the hero.
So when I was going to school, I wasn't really thinking I was going to be a content creator. That just kind of happened. So I don't know. I mean, sure, like some creative writing courses and stuff like that. There's stuff that's definitely been beneficial, but I didn't really like do college thinking, oh, I'm gonna like make Magic content. Hey, what's up, Biznaha? How are you?
Monsters are Ikoриa's greatest weapons.
Dig it up. Well, we get a crosses. Opponent taking up to fairy.
I've got it.
I'm sure once they have land, they will have fires and start doing that stuff. Booted. Land, fires. I assumed correctly. Well, I wish we weren't missing land drops. I'll take up Luca. Whiff.
Monsters are the key to defending my city.
Yeah, I mean, this feels so bad, but... Kill fires. Pass the turn. Ugh. For want of lands. How about playing an against odds commander 1v1? I don't know if against odds really lends itself to the commander format. So I think the challenge is against odds is usually about trying to do something with one specific card. And in a 100-card singleton deck, it's just unlikely that you'll see that specific card that often. So I think that's kind of the challenge, I would say. So blue-black. But I like the idea of something like against odds in Commander. I do like that idea. I think that could be pretty sweet. Hey, what's up, Donos? How are you? So as Teferi bounces our stuff. I want to Luca this into a Nyx Bloom, but I think we gotta wait. I think we just tick up Luca. Alright, so opponent gets rid of our Luca. Pass the turn.
My tactics.
Why do you have multiple Lotus Fields? Lotus Fields, it has some high upside, but it also has some major downsides. Opponent has Narset.
I have practiced against many foes. Keep an open
That's not a
mind.
card that we were... Hits a fires. Well, we will play Golos. Golos. We'll get a... I guess a Triome again. Get a Triome. Play a Triome. Pass the turn. Oh, Fires is definitely ban-worthy. I would not be surprised if Fires got banned in the relatively near future. I mean, so some cards like Wilderness Reclamation is also really powerful, but it's rotating in September.
Meditate.
So at least it won't be around for very long. Fires is around forever. Like, Fires is around for another year and a half. I can't imagine there's a world. Maybe if they banned all the commanders, the companions. Maybe if they banned all the companions, I could see a chance. But, yeah. I can't really see it not getting banned. Well, let's spin the Golos wheel. Spin it to win it. Oh, that was not bad. 0 mana Ruinous Ultimatum.
My mind
Sorry,
needs a rest.
Planeswalker person. Hit ya with the Golos. Second Golos. Yes, please. Oh, that was good. That was good. I mean, the deck can do some sweet things and powerful things. It really does. Let's just take another Triome. Pass the turn. Oh, Ruinous Ultimatum is so good. Oh, stop saying. So, Kav. Elspeth Conqueror's Death is a good card. Uro's a good card. I think the Ultimatums are good cards. Growth Spiral, it's a pretty good card. I'm trying to think. Let's pull up a list of some of the most played cards in Standard, actually. I think that's Shatter the Sky, Shark Typhoon, good card. Bone Crusher Giant, good card. Agent of Treachery, Kenrith, also good. Legion Warboss, definitely died to that a few times. Tameo, decent. So yeah, there's a lot of good cards in Standard. There's very few where I say I think they should be banned. Do we Nyx Bloom? Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's see. Green, green, green. We need red, white, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Gain 5. Hit ya. Draw 5. Ooh, more ultimatums. More ultimatums. We will discard Blood Crypt. So yeah, I mean, that might have came across a little snarky. Maybe it came across a little bit more snarky than I intended, but the point I was trying to make is, I've heard a lot of, it wasn't just that one comment. I heard a lot of people say that, like, oh, people just, the other one that people use is like, oh, people just complain about every new thing. That's one that some people have been saying lately in regards to Companion, like, oh, people just hate new things. And I'm like, well, I mean, people like sagas and liked Escape and liked whatever, Throne of Eldraine. So I don't know. It seems like to me those arguments seem like they're not really based in reality. Like they seem so hyperbolic that they have no actual meaning, I guess is my feeling on those because it just doesn't like reflect reality to me. I don't think people like hate every new thing. I don't think people say every good card should be banned. But I do also get the intent of it. Like, we don't like bannings. The solution to that is Wizards not printing busted cards as often, I think, perhaps. That would be my preferred solution, is less busted cards being printed. Well, that's Dryad. Dryad's basically free because it gives us a land drop. So Dryad. This should be a good turn. Breeding Pool untapped. Breeding Pool untapped. We will make some blue mana. We will play an Uro, draw a card. Also, sort of free if we hit a land. We're going off. We're going off. Mystical Dispute. Okay. Well, we will just Uro again. Oh. Okay, well that wasn't Uro, but that's fine. That wasn't the plan, but we'll take it. Yeah, sure, play that. Then we will Uro again. Might as well. Ooh, sorry about it. Sorry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. And opponent done. Got him. I mean, this deck has some incredibly explosive turns. Whoo. That was pretty spectacular. That was super spectacular. Wow, that was pretty good. We did accidentally, very much accidentally, ruin his ultimatum, but it still worked out. I mean, what a great world when we have so much mana that we can just accidentally ruin his ultimatum. Ooh. I think people in new things argument should be interpreted as people tend to overreact when and want too many bannings, which is a fair point. I mean, I think that's kind of true, but at the same time, like sometimes that's actually correct though. Hey, what's up, Monkey Gray Sage? Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow night. I mean, it's been doing some sweet things. It definitely, we've only played fire stacks, and we're 1-1 so far, which is not horrible. I mean, I think that's true. I get that bannings are tiresome, and I agree. And I agree that bannings get tiresome. But my opinion, I know based on the article today, I know some people don't agree with it, but I really feel like a decent amount of why we've had to have so many bannings, I really feel like a decent amount of it does tie back to a couple of things. One is Wizards pushing card design, which they've written some articles about, in trying to like walk the tightrope of like how broken can we make things without maybe needing to ban them. So I think that's one aspect of it. I think the other aspect is I really truly do believe that that the London Mulligan rule has had a big impact on that, because you just see the broken cards so much more often. So I feel like something like Fires or Oko, like maybe it'd be okay in the old world of Magic where you see it, 40% of the time. Like, so you see it more less often than you don't see it, essentially, especially in the early turns of the game. So I think that's also something that plays into it. Well, I mean, like Oko, the math on having Oko in your opening 7 or any 4 of in your opening 7 it's like 40%, 39.9, 39.7, something like that. But with London Mulligans, the odds of mulliganing into like Gilded Goose plus Oko was like 70% or something. So it is a meaningful, like you're seeing that play pattern way much more frequently. Not that the London Mulligan rule is all downside, because I know there's definitely upsides to it. And one thing I think that's been interesting today with people talking about it in response to the article has been, I think it is partly how much you play Magic. That might sound silly, but like I had a few comments that were like, I play Magic once a week. When I play Magic, I don't want to get mana screwed. I get one time a week to play Magic, and I think in that situation, it 100% makes the London Mulligan rule definitely improves the game, because you don't get the downside of the repetitive play if you're only playing once a week. And you get the upside of you never get mana screwed, or very infrequently get mana screwed to the point where you actually can't play the game of Magic. So I think that's the other part of it, but if you're playing like 20 or 30 hours a week, then you're like, man, they always have Fires on turn 4. I'm kind of tired of them always having Fires on turn 4. So there's so many things at play, and I definitely understand that. I saw a few years ago tons of people complaining about Standard was way too underpowered. The set like Kaladesh dominated the whole time. Now everyone's complaining it's too overpowered. It's easier to fix one card with a ban than an entire set. That is true. I do think that like 90% of the complaints about power level recently, that wasn't really happening during Theros Beyond Death Standard. I really think that like a huge percentage of that is tied almost exclusively to
the library.
To the companion mechanic. I think that is by far the biggest thing that is playing into that, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my read on the situation. Oh, we're going to time out, aren't we? We milled our Lotus Field? That's not great. Triome Bottom. Pass the turn. Tanos with a gift sub to Transfixia. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because, yeah, I don't remember there being a lot of complaints like a couple of months ago before Ikoria. It seems like that is mostly risen up after Ikoria, and mostly in response to companions in specific. So I don't know. It's a definitely an interesting time in the Magic world. That is also true, that there's definitely some imbalance. So are we just dead here? Fires is definitely really good in a world of companions. We're 100% for playing Fires decks. We have beaten it a few times.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Yeah, there's definitely some imbalance within the companions. So the ones at the top of the heap show up a lot more. Like, Yarion, I think, shows up a lot because the restriction is just super easy.
Victory is just another
Found
way
it.
to strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Discards a card, kills Golos. Yeah. Hits us. White.
You could use some manners.
Cavalier.
You'll thank me later.
Discards. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a bit too much mana to keep up with on that turn. Was our opponent's turn Yarion Cavalier, or Cavalier Yarion Blink Fires play Narset? That's a lot of stuff for having 5 lands on the battlefield. I feel like we're trying to do it a little bit too fairly, maybe. Huh. You should try the Saltai All-Creature Yorion Companion deck I made. Ooh, that sounds sweet. We played a little bit of Urami last week. Yeah, we're super dead. Yeah, we're straight up dead. There's nothing we can hit. The problem is, Autumn Shag for the 40th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, playing Fires in most decks that can cast it will improve it. It's just it's hard for me. I like to play different things, so it's really hard for me to just play Fires decks, honestly. I've always tried to go far away from that. Like, I think a good example is Death Oasis is this week's Against Odds card. And the, competitive way to play it is obviously Cat Oven Aristocrats. Like, that is the way you could play Death Oasis and win the most. But I prefer the road less traveled, usually. It seems like cheating to me to just, play the broken cards with a couple of jank cards and consider it janky and different. Yeah, let's Grow Spiral. Probably a Wilderness Wreck deck, I would assume. The other problem I have is that when I'm not enjoying Standard, I play older formats, but Ikoria Clawed every format. Well, companions are all over everywhere, I think. Could you consider putting together a Yarok deck before it rotates? Oh, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will do more Yaroking. We played it during the preview stream with Yorion, but I'm sure we will play some more of it before it actually rotates out of Standard. Yeah, I mean, that's how I like to play too, Max. I think it's more fun for me, I think, to try to, even if we don't win as much, to try to do something different. Because, I mean, really, if you want to, my theory is, if you want to watch Fires of Invention, there's probably, I don't know, 10 pros that are streaming whatever the latest tweaked version of Fires of Invention is. So, you got plenty of options if you want to see really great players that are better than me playing Fires of Invention or whatever. So Have you considered decks in around donating Song of Creation to your opponent with role reversal? I have not considered that. Although that sounds like it could be pretty hilarious if it actually worked. The end result would be pretty funny. Well, let's play Luca. So this is definitely looks like Wilderness Wreck that hasn't drawn Wilderness Wreck yet. Opponent counters, sure. Ship the turn. We could use some card draw. Would be good. Luca, we will probably play Luca in Modern here shortly. I think Luca's a card that's gonna see a lot of play. I think Luca's a card that might be undervalued right now. I think it's like $10. I mean, it's part of the Gruul deck that has suddenly moved up the Modern rankings. And it's really, I mean, it's pretty interesting because with Luca, depending on what your curve looks like, you can just play an Emrakul and randomly free roll into like a single Emrakul in your deck. Yeah, we can Ultimatum. Unfortunately, it's Ruinous, so it doesn't do a whole lot. Ooh, that Blaststone on 3 could be brutal. Yeah, we haven't been able to stick any card draw this game. So we're just kind of spinning our wheels here. This is the wrong ultimatum for the matchup. Yeah, pass the turn. Ooh, Davos, try refreshing. I hope people can hear me. Yeah, I think in Standard there's just not a great payoff. Although we've recently seen people using Agent of Treachery, which is probably as close as you can get. Like, as far as the best top-end finisher you can have in Standard. Yeah, Twitch gets buggy like that sometimes. Usually with Twitch, most of the time refreshing, like, fixes pretty much anything. Opponent. Draws 5. Yeah, this one's looking pretty over. Yeah, no blocks. Opponent. Lotus Field. Well, sure. Hey! Do you think people will get burned out faster more often with the latest sets? I don't know. I hadn't really thought about getting burnt out. I do think that maybe there's less replayability than there used to be. But I don't know. I don't know if the new sets in specific will cause people to play less. I think Agent is still top of the heap in Standard. I mean, we got Nyx Bloom because it's fun to cast Ultimatums, but I don't think there's anything that you can spin into that's actually better than stealing stuff with Agent of Treachery. There's like big things, but the big things in Standard all tend to die to removal. Like, you can get like a 10/10 or something, but then you gotta untap and have it not get bounced by like Teferi or not get hit by a whatever Murderous Rider. So from a competitive perspective, I think Agent of Treachery is pretty much at the top of the heap. Triumph go. What about Green Omen for a deck like this? Green Omen could be fine. I mean, I think something we should build sometime is just like a Yarion Enchantress deck. I feel like that's already the way the new Fires deck is kind of going, playing a bunch of Omens with Yarion. But you could go out and like full-on Enchantress Yarion. I don't know if it's the answers are good as much as there's just so many threats that do something immediately that it's yeah, Yarion Constellation would be really sweet. We should probably try to build that. That would be really fun. I think it's that there's so many threats that do something right away that it's hard to play threats that don't do something right away. That's my take on it. Like, why play a random like 10/10 Godzilla creature or whatever when you can just like get immediate value with a Cavalier or an Uro or an Agent of Treachery. Eli Cassis had a sweet Abzan. Ooh, Eli makes some sweet decks. Do you have a link to it? Oh, Wilderness Wreck. Well, fun and games are over. A Wilderness Wreck has arrived. Well, see, this is our stream actually, the timing, I think actually lines up pretty well. Because this is, all of our matches kind of exemplify what I was trying to talk about in the article today. Every deck we play against has something that doubles their mana. Like we played Fires, Fighters, Wilderness Reclamation. So we're playing busted, quote-unquote, ramp cards in the sense that, like, we're putting lands into play and our opponent can interact with them. But we're playing the busted ramp cards, but it's just so hard to, even our deck with Uros and Growth Spirals and stuff, like, how do you keep up with players that just double their mana starting on turn 4? Like, what do you do about that? I mean, yeah, we do have a mana tripler, but this is, I guess, arguably a more fair mana tripler. You gotta untap with it normally. It costs 7 mana. It dies to creature removal. So we might, like, on turn 15, do something sweet. Our opponents just have double mana starting on turn 4. This is something that I was curious about. What kind of punishment could we have for ramp? Like, Wizards is obviously hesitant to print land destruction. Like, I don't think we can get Wizards to print Stone Rain. Even though I think that Stone Rain would probably be fine. Sure. Opponent draws a new hand, and we will scoop it up. Mana Barbs could be an interesting one. Oh, thank you, Rayordi. I was thinking, like, Lava Ball Trap, like, something that punishes you for having multiple lands come into play. What else? Price of Progress is probably too strong, I would assume. I think this Stone Rain would be fine, but I don't think... I feel like a lot of Magic's design right now is based on making sure that new players can cast their cards. And that they always have cards to cast. Like, the last year or two of design, I think, is primarily... Do you ever read the Magic Arena subreddit? If you ever read the Magic Arena subreddit, it's pretty interesting how the different, like, Reddits have different kind of flavor to them based on the people that use them. Zozu, I could see Zozu being a good one. But I feel like a lot of Magic design and choices are based on a crowd of people that have joined the game with Arena, or maybe Wizards is hoping will join the game because of Arena. And it's a crowd that doesn't like the Magic mana symbol. Hey, see you, Super Will. Be back tomorrow night. Doesn't like the Magic mana system, really. That prefers, like, Hearthstone giving you a mana each turn. Doesn't really like the variance of Magic. I feel like a lot of Magic design is really taking that crowd into account heavily right now. Which maybe that's the perfect thing to do. But I feel like that's kind of Yeah, kind of that the hand smoothing. I feel like that's what design is kind of focused on. So like, make sure that even if you are getting crushed, you get to cast your spells. You have extra cards in hand, so you always have something you can do. So even if you actually have zero chance of winning the game, you feel like psychologically you feel like you're doing something, because it's really funny. Like from my perspective, when it's just like, okay, turn 4 fires every time, to me that kind of feels like a non-game. It feels like, okay, I've done this a billion times. I know what happens. You play fires, you cavalier, I die. Like, sure, that's a non-game, but it's kind of, I think the example that's been used in the past that's really interesting is like counterspell versus Doomblade. Uh, Getting your creature Doomblade feels better than getting your creature counterspelled. Like, sure, the end result is literally the same. Like, it's the same. You don't have a creature. Like, the end result is the same. You play your Tarmogoyf if your opponent Doomblades it. You play your Tarmogoyf if your opponent counterspells it. Psychologically, though, you feel a lot better about the Doomblade. You feel like you did something that mattered and like impacted the game. So I feel like, and maybe it's a good thing, but I feel like a lot of recent Magic design is kind of based on making sure that you feel like you're doing something.
Like the phases of the
Do I watch Star Wars? I have watched. I haven't watched the newest Star Wars on it actually, but I have watched all of the old Star Wars. I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan. My younger brother is like super major Star Wars fan, or was when we were growing up. So I'm familiar with it. I think the original trilogy was pretty good. I think the Jar Jar Binks trilogy was pretty medium. I saw the first episode of the new ones and of the latest trilogy, and I thought it was decent. I thought it was definitely in between. I would say better than the Jar Jar Binks era, but not as good as. No, I have several. I have many younger brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest of 9. So yeah, no, it's another one. Not the 7-foot one. How were the most recent ones? I didn't intentionally not watch them. I just never like got around to it. I went to the theater with people to see the first one of the latest trilogy, and then it just never happened for whatever reason with the more recent ones. Just from reading like social media, apparently they were like there was a lot of people freaking out about them, but yeah, I just happened to not see them. Oh yeah, I know I have a I do have one of my younger brothers is legitimately 7 feet. He'll say he's 6'11" because he's afraid he plays basketball and he's afraid that they'll make him play center and he doesn't want to play center. So we'll say that he's just under, but he is legitimately 7 feet.
The past is never forgotten.
I mean, I think my favorite Star Wars is I think my favorite Star Wars is the episode. Oh no, we're gonna lose Tamio or Golos. All right, whatever. Sure, kill our Tamio, and we're gonna spin this Golos
More data
and spin you into oblivion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Fabled Passage, crack Fable's Passage. So we can Omen of the Sea first. Get a island. Blue, blue, blue. White, black, green, red. All right, so tap this for blue. Omen of the Sea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Omen of the Sea. See if we can put something big on top. All right, that's fine. Uro's at least something. Well, spin the wheel. Oh, crosses. Well, Uro, draw. Crosses, dies. Well, okay, not the most impressive spin of all time. I'm like 6'3", 6'4". Hey, what's up, Joseph? Good to see ya. Yeah, that was not our most exciting spin. Opponent gets and hits us. So I think Return of the Jedi is probably ooh. White. Red, black. Well, he might just have to ruin his ultimatum now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just like Chromatic Lantern Ruinous ultimatum. Opponent untaps a land. Passes. Oh. Uro, Tamio, a million lands, a Dryad. Many interesting options. Okay, let's tap this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Chromatic Lantern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd get back 5 lands? Well, I guess we still better do this. Next turn we can Eerie. Alright, opponent kills our Golos.
Forgive me.
That's fine. That is a card that'll come back when we Eerie Ultimatum. Hopefully. We do have to avoid getting countered. Ugh. More Nisas. Nisas. What is your favorite Star Wars, chat? What is your #1 episode? Opponent. Breeding pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Untap land. Questing Beast. Alright, that's some damage. That is some damage. Ooh, we have a donation. Revenge of the Sith. They all kind of suck. We have a new donation from... Well, we're at 9. I mean, I think the time has come. Eerie Ultimatum. Get him back. AGK Mart, $2 donation. Hey Seth, I backed Seb on his latest Kickstarter. I'm getting a playmat. Having trouble deciding what to get. Which would you get from this link? Thank you, AGK Mart, for the donation. Thank you. I'll look at it 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, not bad. Not a bad ultimatum. Yup. Tapped.
Every story is an
Get some triggers. Yes, please. Oh, that was a good ultimatum. We'll just take Fabled Passage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crack Fabled Passage. Get a Forest. Tamio. Get back Fabled Passage. Play Fabled Passage.
The storied past holds our
Golos. Spin it to win it. Uro. Ugh. We've had some horrible spins. Opponent Mystical Disputes. Oh, yeah, our spins have been as bad as they get. Land. Pass the turn. Do we even live? Are we just dead? Dead to the Nissa? Ugh. So what, Seb? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you... you don't have to donate again, obviously, AGK Mark. Can you send me the link again? I think that's a dead link. Yeah, we have done a lot of whiffing with the Golos spin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opponent plays Uro. Ugh, double mana is good. Opponent. I thought we were short on mana, honestly, but apparently we weren't. Alright, yeah. Opponent goes combat.
Behold nature's true power.
Attacks. Yeah, we lose Tamio. We will block. Tamio down.
I have learned little yet.
Yeah. So maybe what we gotta do is play the same deck, but play mana doublers. As much as I hate to say that, like, maybe we gotta give in. Maybe we gotta get, I mean, it is Star Wars Day, right? Maybe we just gotta give in to the dark side of the Force. And play the mana doublers that everyone else is playing. That might be where we're at. Well, we'll crack this. I mean, Nissa doubles mana. Wilderness Wreck doubles mana. Fires doubles mana. Maybe we gotta go evil. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 5, 7, 7. All right, so we can spin Golos twice. All right, play Golos. Get a land out of the deck. All right, if we better hit something good with 2 spins. Golos, spin it to win it. Nyx Bloom. Well, red, red, red. Well, now we get a lot of spins. Black, black, black. Actually, blue, blue, blue. Green, green, green. Uro. Temple Garden, untapped. White, white, white. Black, black, black. Blue, blue, blue. Red, red, red. Green, green, green. What color are we missing? White, blue, red. Whatever. White, blue, red, green. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Spin it. Inspired Ultimatum. Gain life. Kill Questing Beast. Draw some cards. Play Luca. Golos.
Dissenters are welcome to debate me in battle.
Grow Spiral. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Luca. tick up. I mean, this is a turn!
If I can't use it as a weapon, it's useless.
Luca. Keep the new one.
War is hell, and I'm happy to take you there.
Alright, what's next? Yeah, I guess we... Golos. Steam vents. Untapped. Grow spiral for free. Put a forest into play. Luca. Wait, where's our... Do we have another... Oh, we gotta do this without timing out. Alright, Luca. Sack Golos. Get another Nyx Bloom.
Provides a tactical advantage.
Green, 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 green. Blue, 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 blue. Oh no. Actually, oh we're just gonna time out. White, white. No, not like this. Not like this. White, 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 white. Kenrith. Black, 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 black. Oh, red, 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 red. Blue, 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 blue. Inspired Ultimatum. Gain 5. Kill Crosses. Oh! Oh! I mean, that's what the deck can do. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I missed like a billion chat messages. I was... oh. All right. I'm sure I missed a million messages. I apologize. I was caught up trying to navigate that turn without typing out. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, that shows the sweetness of what the deck can do. I mean, we were going off. And that is the upside of Luca. That is the main reason Luca's in the deck, is being able to get the Nyx Bloom Ancient. That is... Whew. Huh. I mean, we did draw a lot of cards. Do you think it would have been better if you Tamiyo'd Ruinous Ultimatum instead of Fabled Passage? Yes, I think it would have. Oh, wow, that was a turn. All right, let's do the sideboarding, then we'll try to look at the Seth McKinnon playmat real quick. Golgari, Nissa's, so bring in Mythos, and then I guess like Veto Ether Gus, maybe? Wow, that turn was so good. that was about as spectacular as a turn could be. Trim, trim, trim. All right, we'll go 81 card special. Seth McKinnon playmat, which one would I pick? Wait. Where? Oh, I see all these options. Silent Clearing's kind of nice. Blood for Bones. Scheming Symmetry. The Mythos is. What one would you pick, chat? I would probably take. I think Allure of the Unknown is really cool. I would probably go Blood for Bones or Allure of the Unknown. I think those would be my top tier. Soul Herder is probably my favorite card on the list. Boy, Seb has so much good art that it's actually tough. Grow Spiral's good, yeah. Like all set, you can't really go wrong because Seb's art is so good. Eldraine, Essence Scatter, everyone has their own favorite. I don't think Bedevil's on there. I really like the Bedevil art too, but I don't think Bedevil is one of the options. I'm building Urami Sorceries. Ooh. Selected Memory Masterminds acquisition. That's super spicy, Betty. You definitely built some interesting decks, Betty. I give you tons of credit for that. And we even pulled off the Luna combo. Yeah, Bedevil. Oh, is Bedevil on there? Ooh. Is our opponent just gonna time out? The salty. I think we made our opponent lose the will to play Magic. Salty rope? Salty rope? Wait, where's Bedevil? Am I just missing Bedevil? I'm not seeing Bedevil. Yeah, I don't know. Trio, go. Oh, it was the last one. Okay, that makes sense. How good better is Dimir Control in this set? Haven't played it in many years, just kidding, MDGA. If you want to play something Dimir Control-y, non-binary, I would go towards probably Dimir Flash, more like Dimir Tempo. I haven't seen too much straight Dimir, like, traditional Drago control. But I have seen some very good, like, Dimir Tempo Flash decks with a bunch of counter spells. So that is probably the direction I would go if you want to play something blue-black control-y. You could play, like, straight blue-black Drago control. I don't know how good that would be. The most common, if you want to play something more Drago-y, blue-white slash, oh yeah, I'm sure Crib has a list for every possible control color. That's very cribby. Thank you for the sub non-binary gender reveal. Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub, thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I think we ended our opponent's will to play Magic. That was a spectacular turn. Cavalier of Night and Mirror Image goes infinite. Oh, I think it does. Not enough lands. Shit. Ooh, Abash. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to go through this entire stream. Ugh, that's a little slow. I thought we were going to go through this entire stream playing only Fires decks, but, or Wilderness Wreck. Mana doubler decks, but it looks like we're not. We got a Bones. Well, try them. Go. Well, we'll see if we're fast enough. We don't have a super easy way to kill Abash, and double damage kills you quick. Twice as fast, I think, as not having Abash. Roughly. Roughly twice as fast. Well, Breeding Pool go. If we somehow get to Ruinous Ultimatum, we're good. And we can, like, Uro into Golos, into Spin It to Win It. We'll see if that's fast enough. Oh, 9 to the Even Legion. Opponent gets in. Oh, boy. Yeah, this deck on the play is going to be tough. Just all the 1-drops in the West. Well, Uro, gain us a bit of life. Put a land into play. Yeah, I think we're just going to be dead. Yeah, play draw against these aggro decks is a... Oh! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, so we're definitely dead. How good would you say a Simic Growth deck would be? What do you think of my Simic Growth, Mr. Fun Guy? Simic Growth Chamber? No. Simic Growth Chamber is a land. Always the quick scoop. I mean, I don't know if that was the. I mean, I guess it was quick compared to waiting till our opponent attacked us, but I think we were just 100% dead right there. So I don't think it was quick in the sense that we could have won. Well, we'll try to bring in as much removal as we can. Run it like that. Hopefully, being on the play helps with a good ramp. With a good ramp card. Mostly just if you're dead on board, there's not really. We're gonna mulligan. Well, okay. I think my theory is if you're actually just literally dead on board and you have no way of doing anything, that there's not really any point in showing your opponent more cards from your deck. Also, not really. I know it's not a long period of time, but there's not really any point of sitting through another turn when you know you're just actually dead anyway. So there's not really much of a point to spending the time either. Oh, I honestly didn't even realize that I shocked there. That might actually come back to bite us. I was just not paying attention and just yeah, we're gonna have to shock again too. I was just not paying attention and just clicked it. So that was on me. Extinction Event might be worth the sideboard slot. It would be very good against this deck. Opponent gets in. It's down to 14. Drill Bit. Technically odd converted mana cost. Well, play a land. Dryad. Fabled Path. Draw the card they thought sees in our 80 card deck. Yeah, definitely, especially if you're playing weird decks, giving up information is even more painful. If you're just playing like stock Jeskai Fires or whatever, your opponent knows everything that's in your deck anyway. If or they are a new enough player that they're not gonna get much advantage of it. No. Not the best crosses, but ooh, that's not a land. Alright, pass the turn. Thankfully, our opponent's still a bit away from Abash. So they only got 2 lands. Whisper Squad. And Whisper Squad. About it. Yeah, that's a land. How many cards in our graveyard? 1? So we can Uro Growth Spiral or just Yarion. And let's Uro. If we hit lands, we can get to this Jeskai Ultimatum. Alright, put a forest into play. Growth Spiral. Ooh, so close. Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a land! We need an untap land! Ooh, Zidra Heiler. I've been wanting to play Zidra in Standard. Wow, opponent's just done! You play a blocker, and they fold. They fold. Yeah, we're gonna have to try that deck. How much success have you been having with it, DP? Like, is it like at least semi-competitive? Yeah, Dryad was making all of our lands tap for whatever color mana we needed. Easy way to make the auto tapper work. Boros, Winota, and Pioneer. Ooh. I think Winota is potentially... Yeah, I can't keep that. I think Winota is potentially good enough that it could see play in Pioneer. Oh, Angra's Marauders. That's a sweet one to put in play. So you get a bunch of double striking humans. That's sweet. Blood grip, go. Well, we'll see. This is not super fast. And our opponent's on the play again, which is the harder mode. Gutter boats, opponent gets it, hits us. Well, land go. Ugh, yeah. Opponent, combat, gonna get in. You should try Fae of Wishes in this deck to tutor for silver bullets or combo kill once you get a ton of mana. Fae of Wishes could be fine. Ooh, dear. That's a big old nightmare. That's an actual, like, literal nightmare. Oh, not looking good. Yeah. So opponent gets a... Yeah. Well, land into play. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey! I've been playing a really successful Simic Ascendancy deck. Ooh, how have you made that work, Legetto? Oh, well, thank you, Janini. I appreciate the kind words. Heraldic. Yeah, alright. No outs, no outs. Yeah, definitely much tougher when we lose the die roll in this matchup, for sure. I mean, I'm expecting it's probably not a great matchup either way, but it's definitely not a great matchup if we lose the die roll, for sure. I think Winota is insane. My opponent played it against me yesterday, swung for 21 on an R. Yeah, Winota is definitely insane. For sure. Yeah, if there is going to be aggro decks around, then Clarion's probably worth it. I think... So my thinking with the sideboard is, like, most of the meta is some sort of ramp or fires deck. So the sideboard is kind of trying to help in those matchups. Oh, I'm sorry, DPD. What does your build look like? If you shared it in chat, I missed it. So I tried to make Simic Ascendancy work. The problem that I keep having was stuff like Teferi just bouncing it, or Enchantment Hate that people are playing for fires just incidentally answering it. So that was kind of the issue that I had trying to do something similar. Oh wait, I'm so confused. Wait, I thought there was... Oh, I don't know why I thought we were talking about Simic Ascendancy. I think I'm mixing together two different conversations in my head, because I thought we were talking about... we were talking about Simic Ascendancy. Oh, the Zidra deck does look sweet. I don't see Simic Ascendancy in this deck. Am I missing? I'm so confused. This isn't a Simic Ascendancy deck, right? Am I going crazy? I'm super confused. Well, Tamio, tick it up. I think we just named Golos.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Name Golos. Go digging for some ramp. Ooh, we get a Golos. That's some good luck. Yeah, we'll have to play Yari on Yarok again. We did play it during the preview stream, but it probably deserves its entire
All stories must end.
an entire stream to itself. Oh, I would love for Simic Ascendancy to work. When we got Ozolith and did it for Against Odds, that was like the first thing I wanted to try was Simic Ascendancy, and I just could not make it happen. Whenever I'd get counters on it, the end result would just be it getting bounced, or some other horrible thing happening. Let's go. Wait, do we not have Lotus Field? Oh, there it is. Get the Lotus Field. Lotus Field also is a good way to fill the graveyard for Uru. You can call your next deck Yaronic? Yaranaronicon. Oh, I like it. Work for a moment on the West Coast means first time catching the stream live in years. Well, awesome, Super Bobat. Yeah, that is one of the upsides of working from home. Ooh, Hydra's growth would make ascendancy. Yeah, I mean, if you can avoid getting... So I imagine what will happen a lot of times is you make a 20 power creature and your opponent just dies because you have a 20 power creature.
I wonder if you're brave enough to overcome your
Sure.
recoil to the
Well, we will keep Golosing.
mind.
Get the Scryland. I don't think we need the Dryad now. Dryad to the bottom. Godless right tap pass the turn. I mean, here's blue-black control by the looks. This deck seems to really want Migration's Path or a similar effect. Migration's Path could be worth considering. We have Golos and Uros and Growth Spirals, and Dryads are our main ramp spell. Why no Fires? Mostly just because Fires is so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mostly just because Fires is, well, spin it. We gotta spin it to win it. I mean, if our opponent's gonna give us a chance to spin a Golos, we gotta do it. We can't not spin Golos. Well, not the best spin. Omen of the Sea. Draw the Uro. Breeding Pool. Attack Ashiok. Well, at least we got 80 cards, so we're less likely to get milled out. Opponent jumps. We lose a couple lands. Opponent loses a dork. Yeah, pass the turn. This deck looks like a commander deck. Have you played Golos at a commander clash? I played Golos a while ago, and it was surprisingly effective. It was very good. It was a Golos free spell deck. So the reason that there's not a Fires is just because it is a top tier card, and everyone's playing it, so we're trying to do something different. I do think that Fires would probably be, I mean, it's just very powerful, so it'd probably be good in the deck. But we're trying to do it without Fires. Oh, opponent's playing Ashiok Tribal. Okay, yeah. That is also good against our Fabled Passage. Interesting. Oh boy, are we gonna just lose to 2 Ashioks? Well, Omen of the Sea. If our opponent ever taps out, we can ruin his ultimatum, but I would like to ruin them, but I expect they'll just counter it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, spin it to win it. I guess this is what we keep doing. Well, grow spiral for free. Put a land into play. Golos. Keep the old Golos. Oh, it doesn't! Bashiok! Ah! Oh, static ability planeswalkers! They're so forgettable. Tameo. And we can't crack our Fabled Passage. This is so bad. Sinister Sabotage. Yeah, but we can't really attack because they just chump and keep exiling our cards. We're going to get milled out with an 80-card deck to this absolutely silly, annoying control deck. Well, attack Ashiok. Opponent jumps and mills us. Oh, what a way for this to go. I mean, we would have cast it. It goes to exile either way, but... So it didn't actually make any difference, but definitely annoying. Untap land for our opponent. Ashiok mills us. I mean, if we could ever resolve a Ruinous Ultimatum, it would be great, but the odds of that happening are very tiny.
For such violence.
Opponent's going to bounce Golos. Well, I guess we exile Uro.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
Opponent. Passing. Triome. 38 cards in our deck. Well, play Golos. Opponent has more counters. This is the deck I at least wanted to watch you play against. While you're getting your chance. Yarion. Opponent has a counter. Well, we will play Triome. Ship the turn. Opponent plays a tap land. To the bottom. Yeah, this is slightly annoying. I mean, we're getting milled out is the issue. And we're getting milled out pretty quickly. Opponent, Ashiok.
Creeping, thieving progeny.
I mean, how many hard counters can they possibly have? Murderous Rider. I think this is our ultimatum turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Well, Ruinous Ultimatum. Come on. You gotta be kidding. Wow, opponent has not drawn an extra card. They just have had them all at the top of their deck. All right. I mean, this is all legal. All legal plays from the opponent. Well, we'll play a Hydroid Colossus. How do you think Mardu control would fare with ultimatums for board clearing? I don't know what. Huh. I would have to think. Holy mother. All right, sure. Sure. So opponent just literally got every counterspell. We've figured that out. Opponent is just counterspell tribal. Hell, I wouldn't say our opponent's out of answers. These are probably 2 more counters in hand or discard spells. Opponent gets in. Mills us. Hits a Ruinous Ultimatum that we actually really needed. Mm-hmm. Alright, so there goes our other Ruinous Ultimatum. Opponent passes. Well, Inspired Ultimatum. Gain life, draw cards, kill Ashiok. There's only 3. There's not many hard counters. Opponent just drew all of them. I think this ends with us getting milled out, unfortunately. Okay, opponent Dream Eaters. Yeah, this is very crimmy. Opponent mills a bunch of cards they didn't want. Yeah, we did not build with mill in mind, because it's not a an actual thing that anyone does. But no, they can't bounce their own stuff. I think our opponent just doesn't know how their cards work. Dream Eater only can bounce your opponent's stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just misunderstand how Dream Eater works. I mean, in the old day, in the past, most cards would bounce anything, but Dream Eater is one of the newer early formatted cards, but it only gets your opponent's stuff. Wow, is our opponent just gonna? Is our opponent just gonna time out now? I mean, they're still beating us. They don't need to concede. They're still likely to win. We're still likely to get milled out because we don't have any Ruinous Ultimatums left. Yeah, they must have just built this deck, and they're still getting used to the cards. Alright, so opponent times out. Loses their thing.
I will haunt your dreams.
1, 2. I'll play an untap land. Crosses for 4. Pass the turn. Discard a couple cards. 18 cards is not many, though, and our opponent still has 2 milling dorks on the battlefield and this Ashiok, so opponent has Narset. So I think Ashiok gets there.
Beyond the veil of reality are lost. I have just the trick for this.
Opponent gets a Tyrant Scorn. Yeah, I think they got us. Opponent kills Crosses. Combat. Yeah, there's no way we can kill our opponent before we run out of cards since they hit all of our ultimatums. I mean, I'm not worried about dying to damage. The problem is we don't have enough cards in our deck to win this game. Because if we had Ruinous Ultimatum, we've had a shot, but they happen to exile all of our Ruinous Ultimatums. So now, opponent's going to pass, leave up the Ashiok. don't play Golos. Can't search for lands, because main deck Ashiok. Spin Golos. Dryad. Chromatic Lantern. Luca. Play a land.
Because they fear my strength.
I'm assuming our Nyx Blooms are exiled. Yeah, Nyx Blooms are down. Is Kenrith in the deck? Maybe. So we gotta tap this first. So we need this to hit Kenrith, I guess? Alright.
Become stronger.
Trample and haste. Go to combat. Yeah, kill the planeswalkers. Doggamith handing out the gift subs to Brown Trout, a High Magic, and Pelpermon. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you to Doggamith. Thank you for your subscriptions. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Down to 18. The problem is we're going to have 4 cards in our deck, and we just don't have a way to get out from under it. Opponent, Scryland. Well, we need the Uro in the graveyard, because if there's any chance of us winning the game, it's going to involve attacking with that Uro. Opponent goes attacking. Exiles our cards. Exiles our cards. We go to 5.
Been betrayed.
Why slow? Alright, so, yeah, sure. Well, that was not a deck we were expecting to play against, I will admit. Alright, so we will make a couple changes. Apparently, Eerie Ultimatum not going to be good, since opponent is all about the mill. Huh. I feel like this should probably be a pretty good matchup, but maybe not. Oh, that was something. That was a new one. Yeah, so we'll trim some stuff and run it back. No, we don't have a chance. We wouldn't have a chance there because we get milled for 4 cards, and we have 4 cards in our deck, so we don't have any way of winning on our upkeep before drawing a card. Yeah, I don't think we have enough lands to board up to 95 cards. I think we throw off our land spell ratio too much. Don't kill Narset to don't draw with Uro and Ultimatum. Yeah, I think if we leave Narset out, though, that's problematic. Abby the Observe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. And King of Carrot Flowers with a gift sub from Dog of Myth. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was just wild. Those are just not cards that expect to play against. Well, that's not gonna do it. Well, I guess this we keep, and we hope for the best. We will put Luca to the bottom. Triumph, you know. Well, come on, lands. Come on, lands. Well, we can counter things, but we can't do anything. And our opponent, I'm sure, has many counters. Well, sure, we will counter your Thought Erasure. Can we draw land? No, not even a little close. Oh dear, not like this, not like this. That is true. I'm sure our opponent did not expect to play against our deck either. That is very true. I'll pass the turn. Swamp for our opponent passes. Well, we will keep passing. Oof. Could use some of those lands. Chemister's Insight for our opponent. And sure. Yeah, this is looking not ideal. Our deck likes mana, and our deck is not producing it at the moment. Opponent takes a Dovin's Veto. And that's not a land. Well, alright. Yeah, this is where things really spiral out of control. So opponent can counter Uro, untap and play a Planeswalker. But we can't do anything if we don't hit land drop. So opponent counters Uro. If they untap and play an Ashiok, it's going to be very difficult to recover without having any lands. Well, they didn't play an Ashiok at least. That is some bit of good news. We'll play a Dryad of Ilsean Grove. Opponent. Alright. Gonna use a removal spell rather than one of their counters by the looks. Yeah, Tyrant Scorn. I mean, we do have some card draw if our deck gets going at some point. What do you got about it? What do you got? Well, we hit a land, which is decent. We will play Dryad, Part 2. Triumph, go. So our lands are coming together. We've caught back up. Yeah. I mean, opponent's just playing all the counter spells, so we have to be careful about when we play stuff. No, opponent's playing, I guess, Dimir Ashiok Mill, I guess I would call it. Land. Opponent. Well, we will play Tameo. Opponent has a counter. That's a new one. We hadn't seen Disdainful Stroke yet. Well, let's green, green, blue, blue. All right, Breeding Pool untapped. Green, green, blue, blue. Uro.
This study is over.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, we resolved something. A spell in the battlefield. Momentarily. Well, these ultimatums are a ways away. Opponent. Passes. Well, let's grow spiral. Draw a card. Crosses is actually a decent draw. We will pass the turn. I think we're actually, But that means they got multiple Narsets in hand. Narset's so incredibly bad for us. Yeah, I think we gotta counter it. If discarding Narset almost certainly means they have another one. I mean, Yarian's mostly just to have an extra card in hand. All right, opponent passes. Well, crosses X4. Can't counter the card draw at least. Well, they can counter the crosses though. Scryland. Red, red. Red. Red, red, red. White, white, blue, blue. Alright, I think we actually have to keep this, right? Yeah, keep it on top. Pass the turn. Has a lock waiting for our impudent. What is our hand? Just, what is their hand? Opponent passes. I'll play the Triome. Play Yarion. Do I still enjoy Standard? In general, yeah. It comes and goes, but I have enjoyed testing out the new Ikoria cards. I haven't enjoyed some of the busted cards in Standard right now, like Fires of Invention, but I have enjoyed getting to try out a bunch of new cards. Another Murderous Rider. Well, next turn we could potentially Inspired Ultimatum. Sooner or later, our opponent's going to run out of cards, although they seem to not be running out too quickly. That could be too. Maybe they're just playing around everything possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eh, Nyx Bloom. Okay, another counter. Well, pass the turn. I think the only thing I've found frustrating is how a lot of matchups turned into who has drawn more Elspeth Conqueror stuff. Wow. Alright, opponent draws down to 9. Really worried about a Narset. Narset is the card we're mostly scared of. Opponent finds a Duress. Takes an Inspired Ultimatum. And hey, what's up, Channel Fireball? Grow Spiral. More lands. Yeah, let's hold on to that one. Oh, the pure number of counters that our opponents played. How many more can they possibly have? Several million? Well, play the forest. Green, blue. Green, blue. White, white. Red, red, red. White, white, white. Red, red, blue, blue. All right, so Uro. One. This matchup, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, if we keep casting multiple things, eventually our opponent's not going to be able to counter them. Sooner or later. Opponents counting our mana. They have a counter. They're trying to figure out if they can counter Uro or if they got to save it for Inspired Ultimatum. Oh, okay. Well, unless we miscounted our mana, this means we get to Inspired Ultimatum. Hopefully we did not. Oh, did we? Do we not have the mana? Seriously? After all that, we don't actually have it. All right. Well, pass the turn. Oh dear. How do we not have the mana? White, white, white. Blue, blue, red, red. Oh. Alright. I think I was focused on keeping the wrong colors of mana up. Well, cycle the Triome. Luca. So green, blue. Blue, green. Red? Red, red. White, white. Blue. So we need to have this? Red, red, red. White, white. Blue, blue. Alright, well, let's Uro again. One. I mean, eventually our opponent's got to run out of resources, right? It's got to. They haven't drawn any extra cards. How do they still have a handful of cards? How has it been this late in the game and our opponent has not run out of cards yet? All right, opponent lets Uro resolve. We draw a card. That's a swamp. We play a swamp, play Luca. About it. Hey, what's up, Rebormus? How are you? They drew one extra card with Castle, right? For the cost of like 5 life. Opponent has Mystical Dispute. Well, we will pay. And, okay. Opponent just literally has every counter. Well, alright, opponent. What's next? Alright, they hit a land. It's a Scry land. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Oh, not bad, Average Magic player. How are you? Because I believe our opponent has a million counter and removal spells in hand, so I don't think the Kenrith plan is likely to work. I think Luca's a decent bait spell. It's the worst card in our hand. So if our opponent's going to spend much of their hand to counter it, ooh. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we can't do everything. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's just cast this ultimatum. If our opponent has, if they can counter it. Gain life. Target you. Opponent's only got 2 untapped blue mana. Okay, Omen of the Sea. I think we finally ran our opponent out of cards. 2 to the bottom, opponent. Did we get ya? Oh my goodness. Alright, well we survived somehow. Yeah, this is a real long one. I wasn't it. We got there. We fought through all the counters. All the counters in the West. Yeah, I guess we run it back. Yeah, we lost game 1 because they have a bunch of mill stuff, mill planeswalkers, Ashioks. Well, this does not look like a keep. Ew. Okay. Well, we'll keep. We'll put Ruinous Ultimatum to the bottom and see what happens. Temple of Deceit to the top. Well, Fabled Passage go. I want to try to grab these Fabled Passage because I know our opponent's playing a main deck Ashioks. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Get a island. Think I will log off. I'm not able to put attention to the stream. I'm getting distracted. See you tomorrow, Verimet. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 Eastern. Now, Fabled Passage go. Well, there's Ashiok. Grab a forest. Well, here comes the mill. Opponent. Mill some cards. Come on, lands. Grow Spiral. Ugh. Alright. Oh, we're missing land drops. That's not where we want to be, opponent. Ashiok mills us. No, I think they have all the Ashioks and all the counters. Oh, no. Oh. Well, we finally hit a land. Ugh. We're intentionally playing really heavy on lands. We're playing 38, which is about as many as you can play, because our deck needs to hit land drops. That is by far the most important thing. So missing land drops is less than ideal. Well, there goes some lands. Opponent passes. Oh, Watery Grave, untapped. Golos. Opponent counters. Whoa! Golos resolves. Alright. We don't get a land out of the deal, but Golos can kill this Ashiok. Just kidding. Opponent has Murderous Rider. Opponent plays a Swamp. Ashiok. Oh, 3 lands. Oh my goodness. Oh. Opponent passes. While Breeding Pool. Untapped. Crosses. X4. Crosses is probably our best card in this matchup. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, we got a handful of cards still. Opponent, more Murderous Riders. And their Ashiok's almost out of action, at least the first one. Opponent. Blast Zone. Passes. How do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, what's up, Wall of Chaos? How are you today? And let's play Chromatic Lantern. Breeding Pool, untapped. Yarion. Untap Chromatic Lantern. I mean, we'll see. We might be getting there. Opponent's down to 3 cards. No, just kidding. Down to 4 cards. But they're at the point where it's going to be harder for them to just sit back on counters. Opponent duresses, gets to take one of our cards. Takes Ultimatum. My local play group played such a deck where whenever there was a pauper event... Okay. More duresses. Well, we have this crosses to potentially refuel. Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Kill Ashiok. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Well, Nyx Boom Mage it. Opponent's got the counter. What is the point of Yarion in this deck? To be able to start with 8 cards in hand. I mean, there are some things that it can blink that are decent, but the main upside is starting with 8 cards in hand is pretty good. Now, Blood Crypt untapped. Your local playgroup played such a deck where whenever there's Pauper in Arena, played Fox and card draw. Yeah, there's decks like that in Pauper that are pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, crosses. X8. Draw some cards. Hit you with the Arion. About it. Dream Eaters. Sure. Oh, I think we're going to get there. This might be the... Opponent mills a bunch of cards. Wow, bounces Yarion. Interesting. Okay. I feel like we're in okay shape, though, for the most part. Opponent's down to 2 cards in hand. There's the Ashiok. Okay. Whoa! Bounces the crosses. Interesting. Alright, sure. Opponent gets and hits us. 1 card in hand. Oh, do we have lands left? We gotta have lands left, right? There's gotta be a basic. If we crack this and there's no basic, I'm going to cry, but Fabled Passage. Oh, we don't even have to crack it. That makes it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, crosses. X8. Again. Well, Mystical Dispute, your Mystical Dispute. Try to counter us, will you? All right, opponent. Out of cards. Out of cards. We had to grind him out, but... Oh, and there's a Ruinous Ultimatum, too. All right. All right. All right, all right, opponent. Things are... Oh, it's a Blast Zone. Things have taken a turn, and I think we're getting there finally. Opponent makes a dork. This Ruinous Ultimatum is going to make me very happy. Yeah. Opponent. Target you. See you later, Ashiok. See you later, Dream Eater. See you later, Annoying Token. Hey, what's up, Lutzy? How are you? Doing well. Now, finally, we're going to beat the mono counter spell deck by the looks. Go to combat. Hit ya. For 8. Wow, that was a battle. That was a battle. Opponent. Down to 8. Pass the... Actually, you know what? We play Tamiyo.
I am Tamiyo.
Tamiyo.
To meet you.
Get back. Nyx. Yeah. Let's get back Inspired Ultimatum. And your go, opponent.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Draw those. Oh, they can't even draw cards. They can take up their Blast Zone to kill crosses, but it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Oh. Oh, Tyrant scoring on crosses. Okay. That Ruinous Ultimatum is brutal when it resolves. It's so good. No, we draw Dispute. Let's tick up for Golos.
Let me aid your research.
Well, there's all the Goloses. Play a Golos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get a land. Yarion. Blank, blank, blank.
I question this out.
Triome. Pass the turn. Oh. Yeah, we still have 27 cards, thankfully. And with 2 mystical disputes, I think we should be fine. We'll get a land. And I don't know how our opponent gets out of this now. I think that was a grind. That was an hour-long match, but I think we got there. Finally. Opponent. Chemister's Insight. Dispute you. And? You gonna run out that Murderous Rider? That is fine. That is acceptable. Because we got an ultimatum in hand. And what a way to close out the match. Ultimatum, gain life, target your face. Down to 3. And then all we gotta do is a little swing with Yarion. Whew! Whoa! What a ridiculous way to wrap up the stream. Good Lord. Whew! What a match. What a match. Well, everyone, what did we learn about our deck today? Apparently, we can beat the counter spell deck, which makes sense, even though they got us good at game 1. Yeah, Tamiyo's to get back the ultimatums primarily. So the deck, I mean, it's probably medium as far as how competitive it is. It has a lot of expensive stuff. It's not playing any cheat cards. I honestly think that something similar, but with Fires of Invention, is probably the most competitive way to go. But we intentionally wanted to not play Fires of Invention, and we still did some really cool things. We had some absurd turns. We drew a lot of cards. We cast a lot of ultimatums. So, I don't know. For not playing the cheat cards, I feel like the deck did reasonably well. So, good news is, everyone, even though we're done for today, we will be back 24 hours from now. We went a little longer than normal today. 6 Eastern tomorrow. So, on the way out the door, quick reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, normal YouTube, Budget Magic coming up tonight, along with a bunch of other stuff. And one more reminder that our sponsor this fine evening is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some magical cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Ikoria pre-sales are up. You can even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, talking Magic and Star Wars and companions and all the stuff we talked about today. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Have a wonderful Monday evening, whatever you're doing. Hopefully see you tomorrow. About 24 hours for now. Nobody, welcome to the Fishbowl. 2-year resub, thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. So we'll have some more fun tomorrow. Until then, have a amazing night, and I will talk to you soon.